G'day, Dennis from thesaladtable.com.au. Alright, I'm going to take you through a little project I'm about to undertake. What I want to do is create myself a little bit of a garden studio slash greenhouse so I can keep learning all about hydro and then teach you guys as well, and of course showcase all our salad tables as they come along as well. So I've got this cattle yard in here. It's about 5 by 7 metres. I'm thinking of just putting a frame around and then maybe adding some 50% shade cloth just to create a nice little environment. No, so I've got some cleaning up and work out if I've come up with a plan on how I'm going to do this. Check this out, it just shows how good that the H4 treated pine is. These two laying next to each other, you can see this long length here. It's basically hasn't been touched at all. And then this non-treated bit of timber has just been totally annihilated. So after a lot of procrastination, tape measuring, and tape measuring again, I've decided that I could be the first person ever to wrap a greenhouse around a cattle yard. It's a little bit bigger than what I envisaged first. It's going to be about 14.5 metres by about 7 metres. So looks pretty good once it's all cleared now. I'm quite happy. I've got the trailer loaded up with the timber. Now for the good bit. Whack all this Meccano set together. Pretty hot when the sun comes out. All the moisture's coming out of the ground, so hope I don't get wobbly lines. Good thing I'm not building a house. This one's out a good 20 mil, I reckon. I'll be the only one that'll ever know. And maybe you as well. Might be a little bit of overkill, but it's never going to fall down, that's for sure. Alright, I'll concrete these guys in, get them all straightened up, then we can get on to the next bit. Alright, because there's quite a bit of unevenness on the site, I'm just going to run a 75 mil outer barrier. I'll do the same at the top just to create the frame and just to hold the roof up. And I've estimated I'm probably going to need about 10 cubic metres of crusher dust just to get it, you know, quite even. Doesn't have to be that flash. Here she is. My work has arrived. You ready to get dirty?
Yep.
Check it out so far. Hey, Baz. Well, I've got most of the lower frame in place now, but I've left a couple out just so I can use it as an access point to dump about 10 cubic metres of road base down here. See how it goes. Hopefully the tractor works, otherwise it's going to be a long day. Slight change of plan. I'm going to now put a taper on the roof so the water flows off, and I'm going to cover it with a agricultural grade film. It's like I used for my grow tunnel. It's where I grow my seedlings. And you can see here I fitted this about 10 years ago and it's still in really good condition. Occasionally I just give it a bit of a hose down, get rid of the dust on it, but I reckon that should last for ages, and I'll be able to capture the water as well. The old hydraulics are struggling. Come on, lift up. Oh, starting to look pretty good. I was thinking of doing a time lapse, but I think that'd be really slow as well. It's taken a while, but yeah, it's looking good. Oh, we're almost done. The old tractor, she's not doing too well in the hydraulic side of things, but it's doing better than me. I'm stuffed. Anyway, this ain't getting work done by stopping. I love it. Well, when the wife asked me what I want for Christmas next year, well this year now, it's 2022, I think I just found it. It's an awesome bit of kit. Alright, I'm going to call it a day. Big day today. Got some rocks turning up in the morning, put the top layer on, stick the rest of the frame up. Top layer of rock is done. I'll just finish off this bottom box section here. Well, the rest of the project should be a piece of cake. That's the base done. How you going, Haim? Good?
Yeah. Real good.
Good job. Watch your toes when you drop it.
Wait, pause for a second.
That's okay. You can talk. Yeah.
Did you see the Lego Technic video that I shot?
No, haven't seen it.
Oh, you should check it.
Okay, I'll check it out. Hey, this is Hamish, everyone.
Hi, guys.
They probably can't see you. There's a pole in the way. There you go. Haim's come out for a visit. He's my grandson. He's come out for a visit so we can do some work on our new garden studio. And we might even do some fun stuff on the holidays too. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think about Pop's new garden studio for the salad table?
I reckon it's pretty good. I reckon we should put like 2 or 3 salad tables in that area.
I reckon we got about 6 to start from straight away.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. Tell me if you think this is a good idea. Just over here, I'm going to build a nice big one that's 4 metres long.
Oh.
We'll be able to get heaps of stuff in there. Heaps and heaps of lettuce. What's your favourite?
Probably carrot.
Carrot. Looks like I'm going to have to grow some hydroponic carrot then. Well, we'll learn. This is where we learn. This is our place where we learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll put all our models around here, and Nan's going to have a little succulent garden as well.
Or watermelons.
Watermelons are going to go up here, I reckon. Yep. I'm going to do some hydroponic watermelon as well.
Yeah.
And we'll get some cucumbers going, nice big vines.
Oh, vines would be cool. Like get like fake vines and put them all up there so it looks like.
No, we don't want fake vines. We want real vines.
What?
What's the use of growing fake vines? Can you even grow a fake vine?
I don't know. You can't because it's fake.
Oh, perfect. You got me. All right. Well, what do you reckon?
And it also looks very natural.
Very natural. It does too, doesn't it? Like the river stone, and then this cattle yard here, it was over 80 years old when we moved it from Jason Sherrill's place. That's where it come from, in the middle of Lowood. It's like 80 years ago that they put this thing up, and it's still in use. Now it's just starting its life again. How cool is that?
Hasn't even started its second life yet.
Yeah, it does. You're right, mate. It looks very natural. Love it.
Very natural, especially for all the wooden things.
Yep. Awesome.
And you can't even see any bolts.
Nah, well, you won't be able to once the roof's on and all the net. Well, the roof's going to be a clear plastic so we can get the sun through so all the plants still grow. Not those fake plants.
Nah.
All right. Okay. Hope you like our future garden studio.
Yeah.
And he's going to be my little apprentice. Well, maybe he'll actually be the boss and maybe I'll be the apprentice.
Yeah, great.
Well, thanks for interviewing, Haim.
Yeah, you're welcome.
He's good. He's good. What do you think?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Reckon we getting some support with this? Once they go up there.
Once both of those are up and all of them are up, this place is going to be as stiff as that shed.
It's going to be rock
or
solid.
Or a shipping container. Whatever it means.
I know, it's going to be rock solid. Do a solid test.
Yeah, solid test.
Go on, give it a crack. All those are screwed in down that end. Oh, it's getting better. It's looking a bit stronger. What have you done there?
So I've bent it so you can hang a hose on it.
Watch you don't stab yourself in the face.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Grabbing a hose to show them.
Look at that. We've got our own hose hanger.
Then, when it gets too much, you can wind it around again.
Huh.
And that's how you wind around your whole hose. If you have a tap close enough.
Yeah, we'll put taps. We'll put a few taps in here. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, sun's gone now. Look at that. Just while we've been talking, the sun disappeared. What are we going to do tonight?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Go and watch a movie or something?
Yeah.
It's been a big day working on the farm, hasn't it?
Look, when we work on the farm, it makes us tired, eh?
It does. Makes us real tired.
But now we're going down to have some dinner.
Let's have some dinner. What do you want tonight? What do you want to have tonight? What?
Barbie.
Barbie. Ooh.
A Barbie and maybe some salad from the fresh from the salad table.
Oh, I've got heaps over there too. On that table over there. Right over near the shed, look. Look at it all.
Oh!
It stacks. I've got choy, lettuce.
Yeah. That's good.
Awesome. All right. It's getting dark now. I reckon we should sign off for the night. We'll go and chillax after a big day on the farm. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
If you go and press that red button on top, that's the record button and it'll stop it. No, right on top.
What? Oh.
So I'm using these brackets just on the outside face of the centre beam, and then on the inside I can just use the post directly to attach the supports to. Well, that's the last roof beam up. I'll put a few braces on now. It's starting to look really good. So these corner supports should give it a little bit of extra structural stability. All the corner braces are done now, really good. I've made sure every post has been braced as well, just to give it that extra support. She's definitely not going anywhere. I've decided to make a decent sized door. It's going to be about 1.3 metres wide. I thought I may as well give it that width now, so that in the future I can fit pretty much anything that I want through the door. I didn't have a clue what I was going to do with the door, but I come up with an idea just to use the same timber that I've used for the framework around the top and the base here, and I've just hung it on 3 heavy duty hinges. It's really rigid. I'm just going to cover it in shade cloth as well, but I had a bit of a dilemma on how I was going to attach the hardware, what sort of a catch was I going to put on so I could open from the outside and didn't get stuck on the inside as well without allowing the bugs to get in. So I come up with this Gucci little design. I've got this latch here, shuts from that way on the outside, and then to open it from the inside I just pull this little string, and then that catch comes undone like that. Open the door, wander back out and close it behind me. Oh, brilliant. There's many ways to attach shade cloth to the timber frame, and I've chosen these. They're called Shade Fix. Each bag contains enough to do 12 metres. You can see the little, I've got the little hooks on there so that I can hang the shade cloth down. It grabs there, and then you just bang them into position, like close them up, and then the shade cloth can't go anywhere. So we'll give that a crack. But I'll tell you what, if you like a time-consuming job, you're going to love putting these on. I'm about halfway through at the moment. It's taken me probably a good 4 hours so far, but I've got about 120 metres to do. Anyway, back to it. Thank God that job's done. I just calculated that I punched in about 1,100 nails. Surely there's got to be a better way. Anyway, all right, that's done. And for the eagle eyes amongst you, you're probably thinking there's a fair distance between these posts. It's actually 2.4, and then around, it's about 2.4 high as well. That how's the netting going to sit there and actually not blow too far left, right, in, out, you know what I mean? Well, I'm basing my plan on how I built the farm, and there's 25 metres between each post, and there's 4 metres of height. So I'm guessing a 2.5 metre by a 2.5 metre should be okay. And we get some really, really strong winds here. And this has been up for 10 years, still working well. Got my 50 metre roll of 50% shade cloth. I'm going white, probably because I've done the same thing with the farm and it seems to work. Probably at this point as well, if you had a something large to go into the greenhouse and the door wasn't very wide, you'd probably have to start placing those objects in there. Now, for me, I don't know whether I'm going to put a IBC container in the greenhouse or whether I'll put it on the outside, but I've made the door big enough just in case so I can take an IBC in at a later date. All right, let's see if this new clip system that I showed you is really a one-person operation. Soon find out. Oh, it's got some weight in the roll. And I forgot to mention, it's a 3.66 metre wide roll as well. I'm going to do one continuous run around the entire greenhouse rather than attach each side individually. And it's going to be about 46 metres in length. Oh no, this will be the finish point, just that side of the door, and then this side of the door will be the start point. Oh yeah, now that part of the job that I've been waiting for a while. Here we go. Let's see how it clips on. It's going to go just under the blue. So far so good. It's actually a nice little system, this. Just going to make sure you get it over each of those little lugs. I'm just going to run it even around the top so I don't have to cut the top, and I'll just trim the bottom because it's much easier to trim from the ground than what it is on a ladder. When you do this, make sure you choose a really still day, because just the slightest bit of wind is going to turn me into Mary Poppins, I reckon. Right, we're getting there. I reckon I'm probably a third of the way through. The shade cloth is getting really taut, which is good. Woohoo! And I've turned another corner, and I can feel the garden ambience already. Oh, really starting to feel good in here. There we go. That's the last clip in for the walls. Didn't take too long. And for that shade fix solution, these bars or these little pegs that go up here to hang the cloth off, I'll tell you what, a little bit of bleeding at the start, but it was well worth it. I've just hung this by myself in about, probably 4 hours. But the big test now is, if I go in, how do I get out? You know Murphy's Law? It worked a million times. Let's see if it works now that I can't get out, if it won't open. Give it a crack. Hey! All right, here we go. Perfect. Oh, and even that sound adds to the rustic charm. Looking good. So to attach the agricultural film to the roof, I've just made up some lengths, 3 metre lengths. This is just the last short piece. I've drilled some holes in here, and I'm just going to attach it with screws up top there, and that should hold it together quite nicely. Well, there you have it. The roof is on. Woohoo! My garden studio is complete. Well, it feels absolutely fantastic in here now with the roof on. It's just completed. Now it's time to start growing some fresh herbs and veggies in this place. I'm going to show you from seed to plate, over the seasons, and what to grow, when to grow it, what happens when we get bugs, what happens if we get leaks in our systems, etc. So look forward to spending a lot of time with you guys in this place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we can notify you whenever we have new videos out. All right, I'm Dennis from thesaladtable.com.au. Thanks for watching.